Welcome to another episode of Defiance Diva. Alright, so today we're going to be recapping and doing the preview for Smackdown Live for this week of January the 15th. Okay, so I didn't really get a chance to do a preview for it like I did for Raw. So I'm going to kind of do that now because they had announced that there would be Sonya Deville versus Carmella. After a series of tweets that went back and forth between them two, it was announced that on this episode of SmackDown Live, it would be Carmella versus Sonya Deville. And basically, as you can see, all the trash talking and everything, it surprises me because it's like, okay, I understand if it was for a promo or something, but I mean, then to not even have them fight. So I'm kind of starting to think it might actually be something serious and not just like a work shoot or something else in that effect. Plus, on top of that, she really had nothing to do with Naomi and Mandy Rose's little thing going on. So that kind of also kind of threw me off because it was like, whoa, where is she coming from? If they're already kind of doing something with Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose, even though it's more Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, and then we're kind of like a duo. But that was a part of the preview. We ended up not getting that match. Instead, the show opened up with Becky Lynch, the man. She cut an amazing promo. Asuka came out. They were going back and forth a little bit. And then the Iconics came out. They kind of were like, okay. Then they ended up, Becky Lynch ended up calling out Peyton Royce and telling Peyton Royce that, well, Peyton Royce told him to choose, and Peyton Royce was the one that chose to go to the fight. And, yeah, basically, it was a really good match. Not good, but decent. Becky ended up winning by her disarmer. It was a pretty even match, surprisingly. Following that, there was I would say like a little confrontation between them two, Asuka and Becky. And Asuka kind of like was like saying a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm assuming it's in Japanese. And it just was kind of like, whoa, what do you... Nobody really kind of was just like, they just looked at her like, huh? So I didn't get why they did all that. But then they ended up doing Billie Kay versus Asuka, and that was just more of a one-sided match with Asuka basically just like demolishing her. The only real thing that she got in was a pinfall, and that was only because she was trying to use Becky's disarm her. And no, you can't use another person's material and think that you're going to be able to do it like that. So yeah, they reversed it and she went for the pinfall. She didn't get the win. Asuka did eventually end up winning because she turned the pinfall into the Asuka lock. And then basically her and Becky started going back at it again, and then AJ Styles comes out, which really had nothing to do with anything. It just actually kind of ruined it and just ended it. So it kind of made it look like the guys were more important because of the fact that they just basically pushed the girls off literally off the ring, out of the ring for him, and he didn't even go into the ring, he just walked around it. And then we go a few little minutes later, Jay and Jimmy Uso are taking pictures for a photo shoot for the Royal Rumble, and one of the producers come up with a package, and inside the package is a hotel key for Mandy Rose's room, and basically trying to seduce her over there. And basically they're just like, oh, what are you gonna do? And a little while goes by, and then they cut to him right outside of her hotel room. He knocks on the door and opens it with the key, and she's sitting there in a robe and lets down the robe, and she relieves a lingerie outfit. Kind of like something that Trish Stratus would have wore back in the day. So I'm sitting there thinking, like, whoa, what year are we in? Like, what's going on? And then basically they just kind of went back and forth, like, talking for a minute, and then a photographer jumped out. But it's like, okay, first off, you're already on TV. You got the camera with you. So, like, did she not think that part through? Like, I didn't really get that. Why they added the photographer, and if it was already going to be paying, and if they already said that Naomi's was watching Smackdown. So it was like, whoa, okay. So basically, that was really about mainly, I believe, it for the girls for SmackDown Live.